Good evening. I greet all of you. I am from the Ika region of Edo State. So I saw...
From Igbanke, to be precise?
Yes. From Idumore. Yes. So when I saw the video Asari Dokubon made, honestly, I was not angry about that video. I didn't see anything wrong about that video. You know why? Because while he was making that video, I can relate from personal experience. We are like, whatever Ijos are facing in Edo State today, that is what we Ikas are facing. That is what the Urobos are facing. That is what the Shakiris are facing. That is what the Use are facing. And do you know how this problem started? The day we became minority. You remember before Edo State, there was something called Bende State, the Delta and Edo. Do you know that when it was Delta State, I said they not born anybody well. So one could form say this one are your land, this one another person. Do you know why? Because we all were like too many giants in one state. So nobody had the audacity to overstep. But the moment the state was divided, some tribe were balkanized. That is why you see that if any tribe that is a minority in Edo South, look well, they have majority in Delta. The moment the state was divided, some Urobos were carved into Edo, some Ikas were carved into Edo, some Ijos were carved into Edo, some Ishekiris were carved into Edo. That and automatically, when they noticed that these people are minority, they started calling them tenants. But when they were majority during the time of Bende, you dare not call them tenants. But the moment they became a minority, all of us we are being called tenants. If you go to Igbanke, the only thing you will see in Igbanke was structures that was made during the time of Ogbemudia. We want to contest election. Someone from Igbanke want to contest election. His name is Peter Nkem. Because of the Nkem, he was denied his own fundamental human rights. And meanwhile, that Nkem is an Ika indigenous word. It means my own.
Yeah,
because of just Nkem, his own father's name, he was told that if you want to contest election, you have to bear
Nkem.
Yes, you have to bear. Meanwhile, that means for we to be able to exercise our fundamental human right of franchise, we have to first uproot our identity and wear the identity of our neighbors so that we will be able to contest. Even when we go to seek for job, by the time they see that name, it is a problem. They won't give us that job. Many of us have to start bearing Benin for no just reason. The injustice is too much. Let us be honest. I know many people don't like a job because of quarrel, but honestly, anytime you see it just are fighting in Edo State, if you look well, the Ijos are the victim. They are the ones that are being oppressed.
You're right.
That's just the truth.
Okay, I have a question for you, Jos.
Okay.
Jos, has Igbanke, any person from Igbanke ever be elected into Edo State House of Assembly?
Never. Never. You know, Igbanke has 2 wards. Igbanke East and Igbanke West. So that is the only political position Igbanke have. The first time an Igbanke person became a chairman, it was like out of a mistake, or maybe it was an Igbanke person that removed his indigenous name and bear Osareti Ito. He removed his indigenous name, which is
the Osareti in the letter saying now I hope it is one. See,
they didn't even elect him. They just elect him. You know that some local government chairman were removed and others were imposed. That was when they imposed him. It was like a mistake. So
okay, like a code.
It was like a mistake because they removed all those local government chairman when APC entered, Obaseki left. So those local government chairman were removed while APC people were put into the position. That was when they put that Osari. They didn't even know that he's Anika. So because of that name, that Benin name he bear, that was how he became. You see, supposing he was bearing something like supposing he was bearing Oye Makono, Obumadi, for no Rishian. As we are suffering.
My last question. Was Ogbemudia originally an Igbanke person originally?
Historically, his mother is from Igbanke. Even the Igbemudia himself, he was the one who changed the name from Igbanke to Igbanke during the Civil War. Okay. Igbemudia was the one who stopped the killing, because during that civil war, when the troops were coming to Igbanke, we had no choice. So we thought of, okay, the only way to survive, we should start bearing names of people who are Nigerians but are geographically closer to us. So we had to adopt both Benin names and Isha names. Even the names we were adopting, we didn't know the meaning. We don't know the meaning.
Must survive.
Yes, in order to survive. Guess what? When they came to Igbanke, after we have adopted so many names we don't know, and some of them said no, they didn't trust us, because how can we use our mouth to say Efam or Osareti? The first word Efam or is Anika, and we take Efam and Osareti, so they had to tell us to start pronouncing Itoro. They told us to start pronouncing Itoro. Those who couldn't pronounce it because of the Ika accent, they were butchered. Man, so many of us fled. It was when Odemudia noticed that his mother's people were being butchered. That was when he interfered. And when he became the military governor of the state, he quickly renamed Igbanke, so that Gawan would know that he is also an Igbo person, because it would be uncalled for Gawan to notice that after the war, the person that became the first military governor also has an Igbo blood, Anika blood. Okay. He had to rename everything.
The Igbanke person said that a man from Igbanke called Peter Nkem contested for election in Edo State. But Benin people rejected him, saying that he must bear a Benin name. That he cannot be contesting for election in Edo State and bearing Nkem, an Igbo name. The man said that Nkem is an Ika name, that Nkem is also an Igbo name. If you look closely to what this man is saying in this video, he is letting us know that Ika people and Ndibo are one people. He is letting us know that Igbanke people are Igbo people. And that is why when he's talking about Igbanke people, when he's talking about Ika people, he is always mentioning Igbo. For you to know that Ika people and Igbo people are together. They are one people. That our brother there from Igbanke is very intelligent. I've always said that Benin Kingdom are forcing Igbanke people to stop bearing Igbo names and start bearing Benin names. Whenever Igbanke people are contesting for election, if Igbanke people wants to get local government of origin, state of origin, if Igbanke people wants to get job, Benin people will not give them that job. They will not give them all those certificates that they are looking for. And that is because Igbanke people are bearing Igbo names. Benin people will tell them that you cannot get this job because your name is not a Benin name. And because of that, Igbanke people started adopting Benin names. Those Benin names that Igbanke people are bearing today, they don't know the meaning of those names. Igbanke people are bearing those Benin names in order to fit in order for them to be accepted by the Edo State government. When I was saying all these things in my previous videos on how Igbanke people are adopting Benin names in order to fit in, that Benin Kingdom are depriving Igbanke people of their fundamental human rights because they are not seen as Edo State people. They are seen as foreigners in their own land. So in order to be accepted, Igbanke people started adopting Benin names. Some people said that I was lying. You dey lie. What do you mean that Benin Kingdom is making Igbanke people to change their name from Igbo to Benin? You are lying. You are IPOB. You are Biafra. You are this. You are that. You are trying to sow a seed of discord in Edo State. You are turning Igbanke people against Benin people. Look at it here. An Igbanke person is saying it with his own mouth. The kings of Igbanke community are saying the same thing. The Obi of Ota in Igbanke community said the same thing. Other Obis in Igbanke they said the same thing. Prominent people from Igbanke community, they said the same thing. Whatever we are telling you about Igbanke is a fact. When you see Benin people saying that Igbanke people are tenants, that the land they occupy belongs to the Oba of Benin, Ijaw people are tenants, the land they occupy belongs to the Oba of Benin. Now waiting the Oba of Benin send them that they do. Oba of Benin dethroned the kings of Igbanke people, saying that he is the owner of Igbanke community. He is the owner of their land. He owns Igbanke people. He said that he will put people that will be ruling over Igbanke people on his behalf, which means that he will put people as the leader of Igbanke community. Those people will be called Enogie. That is what the Oba of Benin said. We said no, he not go fit try am. He also said the same thing to the indigenous Ijaw people in Edo State. Say he won't create a traditional ruler for them. Is that not an insult? Expansionists they pass like that. Land grabber they pass like that. If you see Benin people, they disgrace themselves on social media. They say, now we get the whole world. Now waiting about Benin tell them that they do. One thing about Benin Kingdom, anything about talk, Benin people go start to propagate that thing. In Benin culture, it is an abomination to go against what the Oba said. If Oba of Benin talk say, na him born Fulani people, Benin people will start propagating it, saying that they gave birth to Fulani people. If the Oba of Benin talk say na him get the whole of Nigeria, Benin people will tell you that Oba of Benin is the owner of Nigeria. That is how they behave. That is their culture and tradition. Now only those few Benin people wey be say they don't understand say this thing where they do so, if they cause harm to Benin Kingdom, this thing where they do so is very bad. How can you be claiming that you own the whole world, yet the world is not speaking your language? Land where Ijaw people don't occupy for so long, Oba Benin doesn't get them. Land where Igbanke people don't occupy for so long, Oba Benin doesn't get their land. That man from Igbanke said that during the Biafra War, that Igbanke people started adopting Bini and Esa names in order not to be killed by the Nigerian army during the Biafra War. He said that during the Biafra War, Nigerian army entered Igbanke community. If they just see say your name na Igbo name, they go kill you. If you speak and you speak Igbo, they go kill you. The Oma said that they were told to pronounce a word that those that couldn't pronounce it well were killed by the Nigerian army. Even in that Biafra war, Igbanke people that ran into Benin Kingdom for safety, Benin people were killing them. Benin people were calling them Owibo, 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 which means Igbo person. When Benin Kingdom was grabbing the land of Igbanke people, Benin people started saying, Igbanke people are our children, they are our descendants, they are our people. If Igbanke people are your people, why were you Benin people killing Igbanke people during the Biafran war? If you think saying a lie, they lie. Say Benin Kingdom not kill Igbanke people during the Biafra war. Go to Igbanke community, ask the elderly people there, they will tell you the same thing. You claim that Igbanke people are your people. Why did you kill them during the Biafra war? These are the reasons why the Igbo Unification Movement, Ndi Nasobia Socio-Cultural Organization, are doing everything possible to make sure that Igbanke people and other indigenous Igbo community in Edo State joins Anioma State through boundary adjustments. When we say that we want Anioma State, some people will say, you people are so greedy, you people are so selfish. Why are you trying to bring out Igbanke and other Ika speaking people in Edo State? Leave them alone. They are okay where they are. If you go to the community of those Ika people in Edo State and ask them, do you people want to join your Ika brothers in Anioma? They will all tell you yes. Any Ika person for Edo State will go tell you say he want day for Edo State, he no want join their Ika brothers for Anioma State. That Ika person na mumu. That Ika person na slave where he say he loves slavery. There are slaves that love slavery. They don't love freedom. Those slaves are slaves that There are no chains on their neck. The chain is in their brain. I know they see the chain. Now sense that they know people where they say there are chains in their brain. They can never reason. Some Ika people for this Anyoma land go tell you, you people should leave the Ika people in Edo State alone. They are not complaining. We don't want Anyoma State. We are not Igbo people. We don't want to join Igbo in the southeast. Those set of Ika people from Anyoma land that are saying it, they are not considering the benefits of Anyoma State to Ika people. They are not talking about having their own senator. They are not talking about having more local governments. They are not thinking about what their Ika brothers in Edo State are passing through. Their owner, we are not Igbo. If Anyoma State go join Southeast, make we not get Anyoma State at all. We rather remain in Delta State suffering than to get Anyoma State and join the Southeast. They have enslaved their mindset. They're not the reason fine again. What do you call people that reason like that? If we get Anyoma State, come bring back the Ika people in Edo State through boundary adjustments, you will not know what you do for them. They will be so grateful. They will be so happy. Development go enter that place. Igbanke land is so blessed. Chuku bless that land. Instead of fighting to bring out your brothers in Edo State that are being marginalized by the Oba of Benin, you say no, make the day for Edo State because you don't want to make Anyoma State join Southeast. Southeast is your problem. Fulani are killing you. Your problem is Igbo. Ozwai. See, as Ijaw people, they fight for their Ijaw brothers in Edo State. These are the reasons why Ijaw people are agitating for Torebe State. For the Ijaw people in Ondo States, Edo State and Delta State to have Torebe State and become a state of their own. They are no one day for Delta, Edo, and Ondo State again. Our own for Anyoma, problem. No Ijaw person for Ondo, Edo, and Delta where they are against Torebe states. All of them are happy about it. All of them are supporting it. But come Anyoma land and see the evil that we have in this Anyoma land. Instead of supporting Anyoma State creation at the Southeast zoning, some Anyoma people are standing against it, saying, we don't want to join the Southeast. Igbo people are not good. Igbo people are bad. IPOB, Biafra, land grabbers, this, that. They talk different things. They fight their own future. Instead of thinking about the benefit of Anyoma State, negativity don't food their brain. Is Anyoma better than the Southeast? No. Is Anyoma developed than Anambra State? No. Is it developed than Enugu State? No. Is it developed than Abia State? No. Is it developed than Ebonyi State? No. Is it developed than Imo State? No. How many billionaires are from Anyoma land? Come out Tony Lumelu them, Jim Ovia them. How many millionaire youths we get for this Anyoma land? Go Anambra State, make you see as millionaires full everywhere. Go Imo State, make you see how these people are doing well in business. You can't say the same concerning Anyoma land. Instead of uniting with our Igbo brothers in the Southeast and be with people we speak the same language with, have the same culture and tradition, people we understand each other with, people who we are the same people with, they're there for Anyoma land. They talk rubbish. We don't want to join Igbo. We don't want to join Southeast. We are not Igbo people. Benin, where you thought say you be, see how they marginalize your Ika brothers for Edo States. Oba of Benin, get mind, dethrone Igbanke kings. That one not paying you. We will continue to stand up for Igbanke people in Edo State. We will continue to speak up for Igbanke people in Edo State. For the world to see what Oba of Benin is doing to our people in Edo State. There is no power in being a minority. If you are a minority, people will stample on your head. As Okwane stand alone, Okwane is a minority. Ika is a minority. They call Oshimiri and Anyocha, Eno and when combined. Even as they combine them, they are still a minority. The whole Anyoma and Urobo people, na the same size in land mass, the same size in population. Yet, Urobo people are being called a minority in Nigeria. Urobo is a minority tribe. But If we are Nyoma people join our Igbo brothers in the southeast, if we embrace our Igbo identity, we are a majority in Nigeria. Igbo can never be called a minority tribe. Igbo is a majority tribe in Nigeria. Igbo is not a tribe. Igbo is an ethnic nationality. Igbo is a great nation. Every Igbo region is a tribe. Okwan is a tribe. Eka is a tribe. Ikwere is a tribe. Izi is a tribe. Arochukwu is a tribe. Every Igbo region where they hear their names worldwide, they are all tribes, not ethnic nationalities. The reason why they are not an ethnic nationality is because they are not the only people speaking the language that they speak. The name Igbo holds all Bia speaking people together. That is why we Okwane people are Igbo people. The names of our ancestors in Okwane land are Igbo names. Our culture and tradition is Igbo. That is the reason why we are Igbo people. And that's because we are related to all Bia speaking people worldwide. Support Anyoma state creation and the Southeast zoning. Igbo Bofu Ishegwale.